everybody? We are back with another one today. We have RoBxNeeDs bringing you his four-section themed park. We're going to get right on into this one, guys. It has been a hot minute since Rob asked me to spotlight this, and I actually did once before already, and the voice recording, the audio did not come through. I did not know that until about 3 days later when I watched it, as I told him that I was going to post it the following day. So here we are, round two at recording this park for him. Rob, I'm sorry that this has taken so long to get this out for you. I know I did tell you that we would get it out. But at any rate, guys, we are going to get right on into it. Coming in the entrance here, I like the big, tall trees coming in as soon as you get in here. It really kind of makes you feel like you're down inside of this nice little valley here. Right off the bat, the pathing is very crowded. I think maybe that's just a guest count versus the actual pathing itself, because you do have that pretty wide. But I did, right up here, I see I've got some open little spots. I'm not sure if these are meant to be open air or... You did put a roof down. Okay, so maybe that's just a creative choice then. Maybe that's not something actually that... I thought you just, like, missed, spots in your roof. But I suppose since you did put a layer down there, that's more of a creative choice kind of thing. But at any rate, we'll go off to the left. I'm getting distracted by things because I'm seeing, like, little holes in the roof. And I'm like, what's going on here? Maintenance, get on these benches. They're breaking down. It's not aesthetic. Make our way on around. I really do like this, though. It's got this really, like, deep jungle, deep woods kind of, almost like a Pandora look. Or not look, but I should say, like, feel to it with the trees and stuff. Maybe not so much with the colors and things like that. But we'll get right on up here. I think we're coming up to a chair swing. But you guys know I'm going to take these paths up here to it. Get a good little look at our scenery. Are we going in and exit? We're going in and exit somewhere. Oh, my lord. How do we do this in every park? So we missed the chair swing entrance. Right here it was. I was too busy talking and looking at shit. And we passed it right on up. Come around here. Excuse me, everybody. Don't mind me. Got some fun party music going on in the chair swing. That's a different one. Usually we got, some, like, very classical kind of stuff. This one's like, nah, get hype, everybody. Here it is. Hashtag justice for flat rides. All right, that's good enough. I'm really excited, guys. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell if you can hear it, but I'm excited to be back on the Xbox. I don't do enough for you guys. Even though I have the Xbox now, I don't do enough for you guys, and I've got to get on top of that. So I'm pumped. I'm pumped to be back over here, on the green and white. Or I suppose now it's just white and white looking at the front of it. They kind of ditched the green altogether, which is really sad. Anyway, enough about the Xboxes. We're not going to go that way. We're going to go up here. This looks like a beast of a coaster that I see looping around. I'm assuming that is what we are going to be heading on to here. So let's check it out. Very low-hanging ceiling. Couldn't hurt to pop that up a little bit. Make sure people ain't, choking themselves on some of these. There's definitely lawsuits if I get strangulated by a lamppost there or a rope. But at any rate, little nitpicks. It ain't no big deal. I do know, guys, Rob is a very busy dude, so, you might see some things like that in here where he's just not had the time to go back and look at it before he put the park out. He's working a lot of hours taking care of his kid, being a single dad, doing that stuff. So, I really wanted to get this out here, for him, man. And it took a second, but I know kind of how much this meant to him to get this shown off, as I believe his first ever completed park, with as busy as he is. So I'm really happy to bring this to you guys. Anyway, I'm gonna get right on through the queue line. I feel like I'm rambling on here, talking too damn much, but that is a-okay. We also did not put any of these in test mode, but these people were so nice as to come back right about now for us, which is perfect. We're going to put it in front bumper so it looks nice and pretty, and we'll be back after the ride. Enjoy, everybody. Man, what a ride. An absolute banger from start to finish. Very whippy. The transitions there, almost, I got like a Maverick Velocicoaster kind of vibe off that. I'm actually going to check this again here. There's all you stat nerds. There you go. I'm not going to look at everything else on it. Very, very whippy, very fast, but it felt pretty smooth for the most part. Maybe a couple little spots could have been done up, but yeah, dude, for being your first park, for being how quickly I know you had to try to get this out there, really fucking good coaster overall to start off with. I don't usually expletive when I talk about a coaster there, but I guess I really enjoyed it. So hey, we're leaving it in the video. YouTube, you don't monetize me anyway, so meh. Guys, off to the next one. We're gonna go find something else to do here. To make our way through our exit queue where I tried to come in at earlier. And then we will continue on this way. A lot of waterfall happening here. Oh my goodness. Might be stuttering there for just a second on the Xbox. There we go, we're back to it. Yeah, there's a lot of waterfall going on there, man. That is intense. A lot of terrain work happening there, too. Some of that terrain, you could be tightened up. You could throw in some variations of color up here. If you're going to go really big with your foliage work, which I don't mind. I like when people go really bold with their foliage, but throw in some different colors, maybe a rock jutting out here and there. Just little stuff like that to make it look a bit more than just a bunch of trees piled on top of each other. See people going in and out here, so I guess we'll go on through. Like your little scenery here with the banks and stuff as well. I didn't really mention that coming by, but did take a little, peep at it there. I just kind of wanted to hit on that that terrain and that foliage work up there. What do we got? What is this? Are we like walking into like hell? Rob, what are you doing to us here, man? Okay, some loony balloons, some spooky pumpkins up there, and a very interesting room. I'm not sure. Maybe we're like transitioning into like a spooky area. I do know he said that there's multiple. We're in a wall. Sections to this park. So maybe we're going into like the spooky zone or something. A lot of different little pathing through here. Just little stuff like that that be cleaned up, put something in the corner there, cover up the groundwork. Same with that corner there, little stuff, What do we have here? What in the world? Where? Oh my goodness. Alrighty, well, let's see. Okay, we're not even at that ride. This is just the, what is this, the Hellion Ring? I believe. We're going to throw her into test mode. Get her going there. Oh, look, we're kicking everybody off again. We always do this to people. Get off my ride. Take a quick little peek at it. Hashtag just flat rides. Loop up through the rocks. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot to it theming-wise or anything, so I think we get the basics of it there, but a nice little loop through your terrain work. I dig it. And then this should drop us off back over here, more in the central kind of area. There's a lot of pathing happening in different directions. I think some of that could be tightened up, make it feel more like one kind of central path with maybe like a few little branching spots that kind of loop back around real quick versus multiple different, like it just feels like there's a lot happening here. And again, that could be creative intention. Maybe that's what you wanted this area to feel like. I can't say. Just something to point out. A lot of hellfire, a lot of brimstone. We're digging it. We're going to move on around, and this is an exit, entrance. Not sure. Some signage would be, I feel like this is like an exit. Of course it is. Yes, some signage would do some wonders around here. And I know that that's a tedium, and that's something that you got to kind of like put in some extra time to do, and it's not fun, and I get it. But for spotlight purposes especially, some sign work would be pretty helpful. But I think we can manage and make our way around. I'm not sure how I get back to where I came from. initially. But that's okay, because it looks like we got coasters, and I guess that's what we're all really here for anyway, right? I guess some people came for the buildings and the scenery. I come here for the rides, mostly. Big, long, windy branching queue up through here. Holy wowzers, man. This thing is way up here. Guess too. What is this? Why is this happening? Hold on. What in the glitch? Oh, did I click? I clicked on the guests. Okay, well, there we go. It's not a glitch. It's user error. Boom. Alright, slamming back into the brake run there. Really cool. I like what you've done with it. Very long coaster. I feel like maybe a bit over-inspired, though. That's the only thing. Like, I really like this. You kind of took the design from your other coaster. You made it a lot bigger, a lot faster. Gave it a completely different feel. I like the keyholes here and some of the stuff that you've done with your, your hand and your foot chopper elements, things like that. I feel like this just scaled back a little bit, just kind of scale it back. You don't need two of every single element, and it doesn't have to be X amount of feet long, which, again, could all be your preference. I'm not taking a jab at any of it. Maybe that's just how you wanted the coaster to be. Just personal preference on my end. I feel like if you just kind of reeled it in, scaled back the ambition there just a little bit, you could have something really stellar, that would really stand out. So I could see you doing good things, man. There's definitely some stuff in here. I could see you doing some things in the future for sure. So I'm gonna keep an eye on you, Rob, and see what you're doing here in the next like 6 to 8 months, and where you're at, because I think you might be one to watch with some of these coasters, man. You've got some ambition for them. All right, where to now? I see another track coming through here that I believe is an entirely different ride. A lot of pathing happening back here. And then maybe I can go around this way. Not entirely sure. Okay, we got an entrance right here. What is this snaking, winding path? Oh my goodness. Come get leg day. Trying to get on the coaster. And we got a dragon coaster. Okay. Very nice. I think some people are about to hop on this, and it's going to take off, so we'll see here. Maybe I don't have to kick them off of the ride. Oh, no. There we go. It is starting. Hey, we're in luck. There it is. Nerds. Stats. There you go. 6.13, 4.73, 2.93. Enjoy. Rob, you built a what should be a family-friendly dragon coaster, and then you scared the shit out of everybody's kids that got on board the thing, man. Holy crap! No, this was fun. This was cool. I like it. It maybe feels like it should have its own area. It's kind of just clunked in here with the other coaster. There's not really much of a station. Again, you're 99%ed, so I don't know like where that really started to hurt you. It might be in this area specifically, for all I know. But either way, I like it. It's very different. It's very interesting. It's very intense for a dragon coaster, for sure. There. And now I have to figure out how do I get back out of here. Wait. It might be the path that I already came through. I was going this way. Does it go any further, or does it just dead end? No, just dead ends into the exit. Okay. Never mind. Back this way. Yep, the biggest critique so far, Rob. If you want any piece of advice, just sign work. Some sign work. And some pathing that is a little bit more centralized, you know? All the way out here, this just feels like there's a lot of, and I know you're going for different areas of the park. You want them to be separate, as I can see as I come in here. This looks completely different from your last section. So I respect that, and I appreciate what you're doing with it. But you could cut out a huge chunk of your percentage just by narrowing this path down, finding a way to make the transition a little bit quicker. Because there wasn't really anything through the tunnel, and you have enough pathing through there that I would say you probably chunked up 2 or 3% just in that tunnel. So, you know, just, again, little stuff like that, man. I'm not trying to be out here and, you know, dissecting your park and tear it apart or anything, but if it's your first park and your first spotlight here, I do want to give you some just little pointers, some things that I notice. Not that I'm the greatest builder myself, man, but you know, I've been doing a few of these spotlights now for a little minute, so I've picked up on some stuff. And where are we heading here? I feel like this is probably an exit. I don't see anybody doing anything. Where does this go? Okay, it does not. Back this way, then. People going in and out from over here, so we probably got another ride. What the world? Okay, we're back into another area of the park and totally skipped. I see a station. Okay, there's nothing currently connected to the station. Okay, I see. That would explain why I'm lost. And it does not appear that the back of it there is complete either, but we're gonna hop on and see what's going on with it. It was the start of something that just didn't get finished. That percentage counter hit 99. And here it is. But that is A-okay. We're still going to check it out. You put a little bit of work into it here, clearly. And this one does not look complete, guys. Don't take this as, you know, Rob's personal best or anything. Don't take it as him, you know, not being good with the coasters. I'm sure that this probably hasn't been smoothed out or had anything done. And there we go. Oh, boom. Oh, no, lawsuits. All right, cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. This one, let's find a station. I'm just going to kind of aerial view it a little bit and see what we got going on. Maybe it's in this building here. Okay, yep. There it is. Very narrow little drop out of the station there, too. Come on, let's get it back into the station here. There we go. Gonna hop on board, pop it in front bumper. These single rails look really nice in front bumper, too. Buttery. Nerds, stats, 7.02, 5.41, 2.44. We're off. I like this one. This one was smooth, had some good elements to it. There were some that maybe weren't the most realistic, but you won't really find me knocking realism a whole lot. I don't go for it myself in most of my builds, so I'm not really going to take points away for any of that. Overall, one of the better ones I've seen in here, man. Definitely. Like I said, it was smooth. Transitions were nice overall. Love the single rail builds in here. Always a lot of fun to build with. Again, another one I feel like maybe could have been scaled back a little bit. You know, I feel like you just looking at this, you had just so many ideas and things that you wanted to do, and just all these other things, and I feel like there just wasn't enough percentage. There wasn't enough time. So I feel like if you scale back the ideas just a bit, and kind of bring it all into a more compact space with, you know, just smaller coasters, less pathing, things like that, you'd save yourself percentage and you'd be able to do probably a lot more of what you were actually going for. Because I see so much here that I'm like, okay, there's ambition, there's really a passion for what you're doing here, and I can tell, especially, you know, talking to you outside of the game and stuff about the park. It just needs scaled back, man. It just needs scaled back. The ambition is just too boisterous here. Which, one day, when you bring it all together, will not be a bad thing, I promise you. Okay, we got something going up here. We got another entrance here. We'll just pop up to this one. We got a log flume, so we'll just, put me back in the station. There we go. Alright, everybody, enjoy the log flume. Got a little coaster track in my face there. Alright, there we are. We are back. That thing went up and up and up and up, and it just kept going up, man. I just, again, Rob, I feel like just a little bit less, man, you know? A little bit less ride and a little bit more theming. and I think that you could start doing some stuff with it. This isn't bad by any means. It's just there's so much ride, and then there's just rocks and tunnels and other coasters to look at, which isn't terrible. It just doesn't make for a lot to really like view when you're going through, I think is the thing. So I think if you had less coasters, you could have more theming, and I think that that would take you a long way there. Whew. Got me a drink of water there. My throat is dry for some reason today. Okay, speeding through things. Where do we go next? We got an entrance here to something. Let's check it out. Looks like maybe this this mine train coaster. Mine crane. Bring it back into the station here. Right on time for us. We'll hop on. We'll leave it swinging. I feel like that's kind of the point of these rides, right? All right. Enjoy. Same as the others. I like the interaction a lot there. I like the swinging mine train. It's really cool. That gave you some nice little, like, whoa, we're getting really close to that other ride kind of, you know, feel and some of that. I just feel like it doesn't have to all be quite so lumped together. You know, I don't want to just keep beating a dead horse and repeating the same thing. So I'm going to try to find different ways, like, to say different things. You know, but yeah, it just feels super clustered. None of these things individually are bad. I thought the mine train was cool. I liked it. It was different. We'll make our way around. I see this RMC here. Always a fan of a good RMC coaster. So we will try to... Okay, we've been that way. Been this way. We come through here. Sign work, sign work, sign work. Then we'll be able to figure out where we're going. I bet you in the next park that I spotlight by Rob, we're going to see some signage letting us know where to go. And that loops all the way back around here. Okay. And I think that's where we came in at. Rob, you've built a maze. I don't know if that was your intention, but you've built a maze. Either that or I'm just dumb. I mean, it could entirely be option B as well. It is extremely possible. Okay, and then this is where we... Yep, that's the exit. Let's get lost in a park together, everybody. Alright, we're just going to make our way around, and if I can't figure it out, then we'll just come back to it and pop on it. I am not the most directionally inclined either, so could be a combination of the lack of signs and me just being bad at stuff. Yeah, we've kind of like went around without actually getting on the coaster there, and I don't think we're going to find an entrance to it elsewhere. Unless it is up here. Hold on. I know it's an exit, but we're going up the exit. Is this it? This is not it. Alright, we're going back to the RMC. We're going this way. And we're in the trees. Where is it at here? We're just going to click on it. Hop on it. Hope it's at the start of its journey. It is not. We're just going to ride it from here. I wonder if maybe this is another one that there wasn't an entrance put on. Let's see. Nope. Guests are riding it. There's an entrance to it. A lot of actual head collision here happening. I did see there. Which that's more the in-game supports doing that. I feel like we got the end of the ride there. We'll kind of like bump through, start it off, see the other side of it while I just kind of look it over, you know? Doesn't hurt to check it out. You put it in here. I definitely don't want to skip over it entirely. I just I got real confused there trying to find it, that's all. Got some nice little elements thrown in there. I like that. In and out of the support structures. Again, some of the in-game supports getting in the way and chopping our heads off there. It does happen. But yeah, okay. I think we've seen like the back half and the front half of that ride now. And we'll figure out how to make our way back around. I feel like I'm going deeper into this area or something. I don't know. Hi everybody, I'm Clouds, and I am bad at navigation. Welcome to Lost in the Woods with Clouds. There we go. Back out here, and then we went up there to that, but that's the exit, so we'll continue on around. Got people going up in the rocks here. I do like the little the water feature here in the center. This is nice. Ah, I'm going off path. What's happening? More big waterfalls. Got a little pendulum ride I see back there behind it. I'm trying not to miss anything in this park. There's just so much. Okay, and this dumps us back here. There's just so many different narrow paths and everything that I'm concerned that I'm going to miss something. And if I do, Rob, I apologize. But that's where having that kind of scoped in pathing does help, you know, where it's more central with like some outer loops that return back to center. Always nice to see. Just a personal preference thing. If you don't want to build that way, entirely your prerogative, man. You don't have to. I just, you know, it's just things that I think help. Little touches. Like this coming through here. You got some, you know, the fencing put up and stuff. This is a nice little queue. It's looking spooky. Got some fog and some spooky old swamp trees in here. Very nice. I think it wraps all the way up around. This park is packed, man. It is jumping. There are people everywhere. Let's see if it's coming back into the station anytime soon. Yeah, it is. It just took off on us. It came from that way. I'm looking the wrong way. Front bumper. There it is. We're zooming. I don't have a good way to edit these Xbox spotlights at the moment, guys. They're already kind of a pain to produce and get on YouTube, so I apologize, but no good way to edit these right now. I'll shut up. Let's ride the ride. Okay, I dug that. That was what I was talking about. When I keep saying, like, scaled back a little bit, I think that's it. Like, maybe that's what I was talking about here. Just kind of a quick out, back, around layout. It didn't overstay its welcome. It did what it needed to do. You went through, like, a couple, like, what I would call a wave turn, essentially, for a wooden coaster. A couple of those. Had some good drops on it. So this is kind of what I mean. Maybe not every ride has to be this small, of course, but just scaled back. Yeah, you know, I think that's it right there. That's kind of what I was hitting on. That one felt very nice. Didn't overstay its welcome. Couple of elements could have been cleaned up, but otherwise, I dig it. Very nice. Back out around here. I do like a lot of your foliage work, man. I mean, aside from, you know, there's just a bunch of packed trees. We've already hit on, like, you know, fill that in with some different colors and stuff and things like that. Or even find different ways to cover, you know, some of your tops there with different things. But I do like some of, you know, your little water features, your foliage work down here that you're doing. So, again, don't take my critiquing as just everything is a negative, everything is, you know, bad. That's not at all what I'm saying. And we'll make our way back around here. I think this is going to bring us back towards the front of the park. I know I missed a pendulum swing back there somewhere. I will give us a aerial view to kind of check that out. I'll pop up here. This is kind of nice. I like the chandeliers you got going, the security cameras and stuff. So see, you've got a lot of those little touches going on. You know, you know what you're doing. It's just bringing it all together and refining it. We got a drop tower I didn't see. I missed that somewhere. And then the pendulum. Maybe we did ride it, maybe we didn't. I'm not entirely sure. Don't really remember. Okay, we did. We came through this way and we went around there. I don't think we came through, like, this area is what it was. But that's about it. I do believe that is it. Rob, thank you for submitting this. Thank you for getting it out there. I know you're very, very short on time when it comes to playing this game and doing this stuff. So kudos to you, man, for getting it out. I'm sorry, again, that it took me so long to make this video happen, but I'm glad that I did. I'm glad I got back over to Team Xbox and got to show you guys off a little bit. And we'll keep an eye out for you in the future, Rob. Thank you guys for joining us. Very much appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good night, everybody.